A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buffaloes kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. On the run from inside his own 5. So Georgia Tech's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. His coaching staff blown away by how quickly he grasped the offense and won the starting job for the opener. Quarterback may change this route. Creates a little room. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in Week 1.
He's in open space downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. So Colorado's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
First carry of the season for this transfer. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A little screen to the running back. Nice move to keep running. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. In the red area, it's Clinton. Could be an alley. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Quick handoff. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Ran through the contact. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Whoop. Maybe some room here. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
On the run, it's Hosley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Sends it back in motion. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
Running inside, it's Young. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun on third down, Lewis. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
On the option. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Now on the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Might have a chance. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and his defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Goes to the option. Makes it past the marker. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these.
Finding some room. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Dropping back, it's Grimes. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Gets the back moving. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And they're able to get him down.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Motion from the back. They'll run it here on third and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's fourth and goal. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Throwing, Lewis. He wants to go deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The option look. The option, he'll keep it. They'll go to the ground. There's some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Perry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find...
There he goes! The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. To the house! Touchdown, Colorado!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he puts through the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. 1 play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Offense working from the pistol. On the move, it's Hosley. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the option. He'll toss it. Here's a little room there. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Reads it, fires complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Akron. taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Zips, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Now back to your game in Atlanta. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Caught. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs. Take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Lewis. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one way too far.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Grimes. It's complete to the left. Maybe a crease. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Here comes the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The pitch. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Following the play, there is a yellow jacket who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Gonna run it. It's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
The sure hands. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
As we head into the 4th quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this.
Got a little grass. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The run inside. It's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll stop play momentarily for the injured Buff. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Welch. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game.
Touchdown, Bucks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Dumps it to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it on 1st down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing, Lewis fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Right on the money. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Running inside, it's Alexander. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. He'll try to do it himself. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. That's caught. It's made. And they get him down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Gets the back moving. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is, because this offense...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job.
There's a crease. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Love the play call on offense there. 3rd down, you're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man, is it the quarterback, or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice gain and get the 1st down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
To throw, it's Grimes. Unloads it left, and he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And a lot of times on 4th and short, man, you'll see offenses. They want to run some form of the option because you've got man-to-man coverage. Incredible discipline by this defense. Great job somebody being responsible for the quarterback, and most importantly, getting him on the ground. Palmer, this was a great job by this defense in a big-time moment.
And honestly, I don't hate the call by the offense because you like your chances when the quarterback has the ball in his hands, and on his zone read like that, the ball can be 2 places at once, but the defense won the down. Everybody stayed in their gap. Everybody played the perfect assignment. They ran to the quarterback, got him down short of the first down marker. They deserved a win after that play.